Good morning. My name is Dr. C, and I'm the director of the opera you're about to see today. Does anyone know what an opera is? Who can raise their hand and tell me something what an opera is? Yes. Yes, people sing. Very good. What else is in an opera? Who knows? Yes, ma'am? People act. Yes, very dramatic. What else is in an opera? Yes. Drama. Yes. What else is in an opera? Did you have something? A lot of noise. Yes, very good. So an opera is kind of like a play where we sing almost all the words. And I want to introduce you to somebody very important to our opera, and that's our awesome pianist, Mr. Pekar. Everyone wave to Mr. Pekar. Yes. So in our opera, I have 4 singers who are going to come on stage and tell you a story. Now, let's talk about how to listen to an opera so you can hear the story. The first thing you want to do is turn on your listening ears so you can hear what they're all singing about, right? Now, does a good audience member talk to their neighbors sitting next to them in their seats? No. Does a good audience member make a lot of noise and wiggle around too much? No. Now, some wiggling is okay, and reactions are good. So when you are seeing an opera or a play or a show, what do you do when you like what you see or hear on stage? What do? Do it with ready, go. Yes. Good. You're going to clap for what you like, right? So when they sing a song that you like or they do something funny, you can clap and you can laugh. But in our show, the action is going to move really fast. So it's super cool if you laugh and if you clap, but then you want to get real quiet right away so you can hear the next thing that's going to happen, okay? Now, I mentioned our show has 4 singers. One of them I want to introduce to you really quickly. His name is Justin, and in our show, he is going to be our wolf. And I want to introduce you to him beforehand so you can see that Justin's a nice guy. He's very cool and very funny. So come on out, Justin. Hello, Justin. This is Justin. In our show, he's going to be pretending to be a wolf, and he might be a little bit scary. But I want you to see him now to see Justin's really nice. Are you nice?
Kind of.
Yeah. He's selling himself short. He's pretty nice. And in our show, he's going to sing lots of low, loud notes. And you'll see him in just a few minutes again as our wolf. So everyone say, have a good show, Justin.
Have a good show, Justin.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay. At the end of the show, I'm going to come back out and I'm going to ask you, what was the moral of our story? And that means, what did we learn from the show? So you can pay really good attention with your listening ears and tell me at the end, what did you learn from our show? I will also let you meet the singers and ask them some questions if you have any questions. Does that sound good? Are you guys ready to see the opera?
Yeah.
Okay, let me have a big round of applause for Little Red
This is the story of a most unusual day. The day I got in trouble, and Grandma kissed the big bad wolf, and Forest Ranger Dudley lost his pants, and Mom was so... Well, maybe I should begin at the beginning. Once upon a time, there was a little girl... Ahem. Once upon a time, there was a little girl... As I was saying, once upon a time, there was a forest ranger.
like a man is rather polite. He always endeavors to do what is right. And never forgets that they could please. And he just me painful whenever I sneeze. Achoo! I'm not afraid of creepy crawly creatures unless they are really mean substitute teachers or something that's dead lying under my bed. I'm a brave forest ranger. Tra-la-la-la, la-la-la-la. I love the job I do, always busy helping you. I'm a ranger through and through. If you ever need me, give me a shout, I'll help you out. I don't work at the table, for that would be rude. And I certainly never will play with my food. I wash every day, from my head to my toes. Try not to be seen. When I'm picking my nose, I wouldn't take anything that wasn't mine. And I think happy thoughts when I'm standing in line. I certainly never would go into town without checking to see if my zipper is Figaro. I do unto others as others would do if the others and I were in each other's shoes. My character's free of all faults and improprieties. Oh, by the way, I don't have any cavities. La 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 la. When really quite helpful, I always open. I'm a poor stranger in every way. There is no need for you to worry. When you call me, I will hurry. I'll be there with time to spare. Yes, I'll be there.
Well, I guess you know by now that this is Dudley, and he's a forest ranger. That lady over there is my mom. My dad died when I was just a baby, so now Mom and I live all by ourselves in that little house. Oh, I almost forgot. Dudley likes my mom. I mean, he really likes her. He wants to be my mom's boyfriend. I know. But there's one big problem. He's too scared to tell her how he feels. Dudley told me a secret. Do you want to know the secret? Forest Ranger Dudley says he wants to take my mom to the Forest Ranger ball on Friday night. But even though he says he's big and brave, I think he's too scared to ask her to the dance.
In my heart of hearts, there's simply no other, as beautiful and charming as Little Red's mother. I wish I was her boyfriend when I'm wishing on a star, but I'm much too shy to tell her my true feelings are. I want to be her special guy and take her to the dance. I want to hold her hand and know the joy of true romance. I'll tell you all a secret. If you promise not to tell, I'll read to you the words I wrote on this little note for her. You promise?
Yes.
I was wondering if there's any chance at all you'll go with me to the Forest Ranger Ball. I'll take you there in my canoe and be real proud to be with you.
Aww.
Now, where should I put this letter? Oh, I know. I'll put it right here in this basket of flowers. She's sure to find it there. Uh-oh, I better run. Someone's coming.
Off you go to grandmother's now. May angels watch above you. May the breezes gently whisper that I shall always love you. Over the river and through the forest quickly I must go. I must not talk or play or walk with anyone I
and Mr. Big Bad is my name. So nice to spend this time with you. Hello, good morning, how do you do? If you ever see me walking in the woods, I suggest you run home to Mommy. For little kids I like a lot. Yes, little kids are yummy. I'm the wolf, as you can see. Oh yes, I am. I'm the one and only me. I have great big eyes and great big ears and teeth to eat you up, my dears. I am very sly and I am very clever. I am the biggest, baddest wolf ever. The biggest, baddest wolf in history. La 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 la. I'm the bad guy of this play. La 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 la. So you'd better stay away. Tra la 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 la. Tra la la la. Tra la 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 la. I am very sly and I am very clever. I am the biggest bad wolf ever. Tra la 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 la. I am the wolf of great renown, the biggest, baddest guy in town. Tra la 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 la, tra la la. I have a question to ask of you. I was wondering if by chance you knew of a rather young lady that lives in this wood and goes by the name of Little Red, anything? Yeah, Little Red Riding Hood. You know, I met a fellow just the other day, and he was humming a tune as he went along his way. Not much of a singer, just a beginner. In fact, I had him last night for dinner. I mean, I had him over to my house for dinner. Anyways, he told me about that Little Red, Riding Hood. You know, I've looked for her here, I've looked for her there, I've looked for her just about everywhere.
A promise is a promise, and I promised Mother dear that I'd go straight to Granny's house and not pick berries here. A promise is a promise, but I think I'll stay a while, because a nice big bunch of strawberries will make my Granny smile. I know, I told my mother that I shouldn't stop or linger, but I didn't really promise, because I crossed my little finger. Just because I'm not very old, why must I always do as I'm told? Why must I always be good and do just what my mother says that I should? Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la, if I had my way, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, I wouldn't always obey. Keep your room tidy and neat, look both ways crossing the street, pay attention in school, and remember each and every rule. Always say thank you and please, don't climb high in the trees, and remember the danger, never talk with all.
Hello, little girl.
Oh, stranger! Oh dear, I'm not supposed to talk with people I don't know, so if you'll please excuse me, off to Granny's I must go.
Did she say off to Granny she must go? She's already out of sight. You know, as soon as I find out where that little grandma lives, I'll pay her a visit. I'll ask Granny to open her door. That's not too much to ask, is it? Ugh, here comes that twerpy ranger guy. I think it's time I said goodbye.
I'm the forest ranger, brave and true. Even so don't know what to do. Will little Red's mom go to the dance with me? Oh, golly gee, I really wish I knew.
Excuse me, sir. Are you Forest Ranger Dudley, brave and true? Well, if that's true, tell me, please, if you would, which way is the way to little Granny Hood? Hey, don't you hear me talking to you?
Huh?
I said, did you hear the question I just asked you?
What question?
I would really like to know, sir. Can you tell me how to go, sir? Which way I should go through the wood to find little Granny Riding Hood?
If you want to know the way, sir, listen to what I say, sir.
I want to know which way to go, which way I should go through the woods.
Through the wood, yes, how you should go through the wood.
I really want to know. Please, would you be so kind? I'll tell you how to find little Granny Riding Hood. Little Granny Riding, little Granny Riding, little Granny Riding Hood. Please, sir, then I have no objections. Just give me the right directions.
Little Granny lives in the glen. You turn right, and then left, and then right again.
That's it?
Yeah.
What about, like, over the river and through the woods right here?
That's how you get to Granny's house in a song. This is real life.
Little Granny lives in the glen.
Yep.
You turn right, and then left, and then right again.
That's right.
Well, thanks so much for letting me know. I'll be sure to tell Granny you said hello.
Oh, you won't be telling Granny anything.
Why not?
Because Granny keeps her doors locked? You can't be too careful about suspicious looking characters, you know. In fact, she only opens her door for certain people like Little Red, Mrs. Hood, oh, and me, of course. Everyone opens their door for me because I'm a forest ranger, brave and true.
Everybody opens their door for you.
Of course they do. Why do you ask?
That is a pretty vest you are wearing. Just look at those buttons, they sparkle and shine. I like this vest, so dashing and daring. To tell you the truth, sir, I wish it were mine. I cannot trade it, my mother made it so very fine. Oh, how I wish that vest were mine. And look at that, just look at that hat, how it sits on your head. I wish it were mine instead. And take a glance at those fancy pants. If I only had a chance, sir, I'd have those great pants. Not to admit, sir, don't think they fit, sir. Let's take a chance, I'll take a chance on those great pants.
I must go away.
Why not stay here and play?
Now I really must run.
Ah, but we have just
Gone to run.
Get over here!
be cutie pie and coochie coo. Then I shall be his little bride and love him. Well, I will at least a year or two. I wish I might, I wish I may. I really wish I'd had that little wish I wish today. To have a handsome fellow take me to the ball, and in romance to dance the night away. Oh, what a lovely time we have a waltzing to the festive forest ranger bell. If I had some man to dance with me, I'd be the happiest grandmama in all the land. I want a boyfriend of my very own, so I don't have to spend my days alone. A man for happily ever aftering. Yes, he would be the perfect man for me. My mother said to me, you must listen, little red. Please do not pick berries in the woods. That is just what my mother said. But now that I am here in front of Granny's door, no need to fret, I can forget what my mother said before. I think I'll go pick berries now, if any can be found. For now that I'm in Granny's yard, I'm surely safe and someone must have passed quite near, for I'm certain I could hear somebody singing loud and clear. A basket of flowers, and even better, someone has written old Granny a letter. Should I read it? No! I should read it and see what it says. Hey, I was wondering if there was any chance at all you'd go with me to the Forest Ranger Ball. I'll take you there in my canoe and be real proud to be with you. Forest Ranger Dudley. Hot dog! This is better than I can wish. A date with Dudley, he's so delish. There's Dudley now, my little buttercup. I think I'd better go freshen up.
I have great big ears and great big eyes. But Granny will never recognize the wolf that's wearing this disguise. She's gonna get a big surprise. Knock, knock, knock!
Who is it?
It's me, Granny, Forest Ranger Dudley. Open the door.
Dudley, Dudley, cute and cuddly. Oh my, how strong and studly. Come in.
Yes, yes. No, you have cooties. Let's go. Hey, wait a minute. I'm the big bad wolf, the one and only me. I'm supposed to be the chaser, not the chasee. Rats! She locked herself in the broom closet.
Knock, knock.
Who is it?
It's me, Grandma, Little Red.
Oh, yes, the lovely Little Red. I think it's time for me to go to bed. And when she walks into this house, I'll be the cat and she the mouse. Is that my little granddaughter that knocked? Come in, dearie, the door's not locked.
Hello, Grandmother.
Hello, Little Red.
great big eyes you have. Are you sure you're alright?
All the better to see you, my child. Really, you're such a lovely sight.
And Grandma, what great big ears you have. They're pointy and kind of furry.
All the better to hear you, my child. Really, I would not worry.
And Grandma, what great big teeth you have. They're enormous, I repeat.
Come over here just a little bit, child, so that Grandma can eat you. Get over here. What does that knocking mean? Let's go and see.
Pay attention, you noisy people. This behavior I won't allow. Who began all this yelling? Who began this nasty row? I want some answers, and I want them now.
That old lady tried to kiss me, then she hit me with a broom. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Then she chased me around the room. Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Sure, if there might be any chance.
So I
The
tried to
bus
go
to kiss me back, she goes like a friend.
Yes,
Give
she
up
did.
back, give up back, give up back, give up back.
Knock, knock.
What does that knocking mean? Let's go and see.
Little Red, Dudley, what's going on in there?
It's Mom.
Now, what do you have to say for yourselves?
Well, there was a
Well, sure, this guy, he tried to take my pants, and I know you let her.
Who
And
is
then I was trying to-
She chased me.
There's been a lot of trouble, and I know the reason why. This never would have happened if I hadn't been so shy.
What do you mean, Dud?
Well, I want to ask you a question, so I wrote you a letter and put it in a basket of flowers, but I never got it
What
because.
was the question?
Huh?
Now that I'm here, you can ask me the question. What was the question?
Well, I was hoping I was just wondering, hoping you might go to the ball with me next Friday night. If you don't want to, well, that is alright.
Dudley, I can't think of anyone who is braver or kinder or sweeter or true. I'd love to go to the ball with you.
And if you'll go with me to the dance.
I only will if you can find some more pants.
Oh, that's okay, I know just what I shall do. I'll ask my mom to make pants that I knew. Trust to be my nurse, I
Trust to be my nurse, I want
Makes
you
me
to
the
know.
happiest
Makes
boy
me
in
the
the land.
happiest
We'll
boy
dance
in
the
the
night away until the
Until
break of day, till night turns to dawn. So let the band play on, and we will part like this with a good night kiss.
Hey, wait a minute, wait a minute. How can this be? Nobody's paying any attention to me.
Mr. Wolf, it does you no good to rant and rave. We have two words for you, sir, and they are behave.
Well, look who's talking, Mr. Kissy Kissy. Oh, why don't you come make me a big sissy?
Oh, hi, you want to
Let's go.
Yeah.
Lumbering Jack.
The lumberjack.
What is she doing here?
Oh, you don't remember? In the story of Little Red Riding Hood, the woods woman comes to chop up the wolf into 100 little pieces.
Pieces?
Yeah, like Reese's Pieces.
Oh, gosh and no golly, I think I am late to a big birthday party that started at 8. I really am sorry that I cannot stay, but we'll all get together on some other day. So goodbye, Grandma, and you know who. Please don't call me, I won't call you. So now I best be on my way. So long, farewell, and have a nice day.
Oh, and I almost forgot. On Friday night at the Forest Ranger dance, a lovely time was had. In fact, I think there's a pretty good chance that Doug might become my stepdad. I guess I've learned my lesson after this most unusual day. From now on, every rule Mom makes, I promise to obey. From now on, I'll really be good and do the stuff Mom says I should. So take my advice and only do the stuff your mama tells you to. Don't make her have to tell you twice. It isn't fair, it isn't nice. Just do the stuff she tells you to. Your mama knows what's best for you. Take my advice, take my advice. Don't ever make your mama have to tell you twice. Take my advice, take my advice. Don't ever make your mama have to tell you twice. Take our advice, take our advice. Don't ever make your mama have to tell you twice.
Take our advice, take our advice. Don't ever make your mama have to tell you twice.
All right, did you like our opera?
Yeah.
Okay. A couple of people I want you to give a big round of applause to first. Mr. Pekar, our awesome pianist. And also Miss Abby, our awesome woodswoman. Can anyone raise their hand and tell me the moral of the story? Yes. Listen, very good. Listen to your mom, listen to your dad, your aunts and uncles, grandparents and teachers, and all the grown-ups in your life. Very good. Now, would you like to meet the singers?
Yeah.
Okay, singers. Could you go down the line and tell us your name, how old you are, and where you're from?
Hi, I'm Leah. I'm 21 and I'm from Goose Creek, South Carolina. My name is Erin. I'm 23 and I'm from Greenville, South Carolina.
Hi, I'm Seth. I'm 23 and I'm from Fort Mill, South Carolina.
I'm Justin. I'm 22 and I'm from Sumter, South Carolina.
Now, I think a lot of you guys, I saw some crawling, I saw some wiggling, a lot of you guys really liked our music today, and that's awesome. And I want to know if anyone has a question they'd like to ask one of the singers. Anyone have a question? Yes. What's your question? Yeah? You know what? They are all students at the College of Charleston, which is downtown, and they are studying music to be music majors. And so what we do is they take opera workshop as a class in college, and they study and they put on this children's opera every year. We put on a main stage opera at the City Theater downtown, and we do another fall show called Opera Scenes downtown as well. So they are at the College of Charleston. We are College of Charleston Opera. Yes. Yep. How long have each of you been doing music?
Well, I started very young, started singing in choirs in 2nd grade and kept on going throughout middle school, high school, and now here I am.
I also started in choir in 3rd grade, and then when I was around 10, I got my first voice teacher and started doing opera.
I didn't really start doing music until I got to high school as a sophomore, and I mostly did musicals, and as I got in college I did more opera and classical music.
I joined choir in kindergarten, never quit.
How many of you, raise your hand, take choir or take an instrument or band or take any music in school? Yes, I bet a lot more of you do and are a little shy about raising your hand. Yes, so many of us started making music when we were little people. Okay, yes, what's your question? When did we, yes, so how long did it take us to learn this show? So tell us when we auditioned and then when we started rehearsing and when we started taking the show out.
We started auditions back in December, had a little break so we could put on our big main opera, and then around February we started rehearsing twice a week, every week.
Yeah. So you guys are actually today is our closing show. We have done 18 shows of Little Red's Most Unusual Day this season. We started performing at schools the Tuesday after our spring break. Sorry, guys. And we have been performing at a school every Tuesday and Thursday since March 14th. So today is our closing day. Yay! Yes. And in fact, some of these people are graduating, and this is their last show of a children's opera, maybe ever, but hopefully not. Yeah. Does anyone else have a question they want to ask? Yes. I'll come to you, but you first. What's your question? You know what? We prefer just to keep it professional at the College of Charleston Opera, so thank you for that question. What's your question?
Why opera? Why is everybody drawn to opera as opposed to other, musical theater?
It's a really cool art form. Opera involves almost all artistic, you have visual arts, dance, then you've got instruments, and then you also have the singing, of course. So it combines everything, and every opera has a really fun plot line, and it's very dramatic, and so it's a lot of fun.
All right. Yes, sir.
What are plans after college? Is there any opera after this?
I think so, definitely.
So I'm doing artist in residence right now at College of Charleston. As kind of the young artist program, post baccalaureate program. And so after this is done, the 2 years, I plan on doing the same thing at other universities, other opera programs around the country, and possibly
All right. Last question. Yes. You have a question? What's all of your favorite part of the show? Good question.
My favorite part is all the chasing. It's a lot of fun, always gets a lot of laughs, and it's fun for us as well. Yeah. My favorite part is the part I'm not in, but it's the part where the wolf and Dudley are behind the screen. Just every school we've ever been to thinks it's the funniest thing ever. So it's always really fun being off stage and hearing all the giggling.
Yeah, I like the very beginning. It's fun. Just being a crazy guy right at the beginning, just having some fun.
I like when I get to run around like a little girl. A lot of fun.
Well, thank you all. Oh, yes. One more question. What's your question? What's your question? You have something you want to ask? Why? Tell us about your costumes. Well, that's a really good question. In fact, everyone take a look over here. Miss Hallis Runk is our costume designer. Everyone say Hallis. And she made our costumes for this show. So she's really amazing and a really important part of our team. So thank you, Miss Hallis, for our awesome costumes. So when people are in an opera or in a play or in a show, they wear costumes to represent what character they are. So Little Red Riding Hood, of course, has to have a red hood on, right? And the wolf has to have his ears. And Leia is wearing a shirt that says Mom Life, because she's a mom. And Seth, our Dudley Forest Ranger, of course, has to have his hat and his vest and his whistle. And right now he's in his undies, so we'll have to let him go get changed. Well, we have really loved singing for y'all this morning. And the last thing I would like to know is, please, raise your hand if you want to come see an opera again, maybe next year. Yay!